In less than 2 months, or D-59, APEC Korea takes place in Gyeongju. Ahead of the main event, a special contest was held where young people from APEC member countries explored science-based solutions to the climate crisis and other global challenges at the 2025 APEC Youth STEM Conference. Let's hear more from a person involved in this project, Do-yeong, senior researcher of the APEC Mentoring Center for the Gifted in Science, who is now connected with us. Hello, Do-yeong.
Hello, Do-yeong.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm Do-yeong, a senior researcher at the APEC Mentoring Center for the Gifted in Science.
We're happy to have you on the program. So, Do-yeong, let's start by introducing the APEC Mentoring Center for the Gifted in Science. What is it about? And also tell us what the 2025 APEC Youth STEM Conference was about.
Okay, the APEC Mentoring Center for the Gifted in Science was officially endorsed in 2007 in APEC as a specialized center, and it is the only one among 19 APEC centers dedicated especially to nurturing young talent in STEM. For nearly 2 decades, with the support of the Ministry of Science and ICT Korea, we have connected high school students with experts in STEM fields across member economies through research mentoring, academic conferences, and joint research, and so forth. This year's APEC Youth STEM Conference provided an important platform to showcase and expand those efforts. From August 6 to 9, 26 youth and about 40 experts from 16 economies gather in Korea Science Academy of KAIST in Busan, Korea Electro-Technology Research Institute, and Doosan Enability in Changwon, and KAIST in Daejeon. At the conference, youth participants presented the outcomes of joint research on climate resilience and engaged in various academic activities. Experts encouraged and supported the youth efforts while also engaging in discussion on talent development policy in STEM fields. Together, they visited a leading research institution and gained valuable exposure to Korea's dynamic research and innovation environment, fostering mutual growth and building lasting connection across generation and borders.
Sounds like a very meaningful event, also involving so many people and agencies, and also many participating from all around the world. But APEC is known as an economic cooperation body. So what is the background behind having a science-related conference being held on this occasion? So what is the purpose of this?
Yes, as you mentioned, while APEC is best known as an economic cooperation body, it actually consists of several committees and more than 10 working groups that deal with a wide range of issues. Our center operates under the Policy Partnership on Science, Technology, and Innovation, or PPSDI, which is a working group within APEC that focuses on fostering collaboration in science and technology. In that context, we focus on early talent development and cross-border cooperation in STEM. As Korea is serving as the APEC host economy this year, we wanted to highlight our contribution to strengthening young talent capability in these areas by emphasizing youth exchange and joint research. With this purpose, the Ministry of Science and ICT host and our center organized this Youth STEM Conference as a platform for the next generation to collaborate across border and address APEC's shared challenges together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's very interesting, and it's also very important for obviously our younger generation to look forward to the future to help the climate situation. Now, Do-yeong, I heard that there were various ideas for addressing the climate issues as well as the environmental issues, and that was emerged during the contest. Now, from your perspective, were there any ideas that may have stood out to you?
Yes, there are many creative ideas at the conference. They had been collaborating for joint research online for about 6 months before the final event, developing solutions to climate challenges. Among the 10 finalist teams, some particularly creative and practical ideas included a data-driven analysis of mangrove forests as a coastal defense system, and eco-friendly wastewater treatment using fruit peels such as banana and pitahaya, which is also known as a dragon fruit, and improving AI-based flood early warning system to reduce the damages, and even developing machine learning maps to predict the coral bleaching. These were not just imaginative, but also had a strong potential to real-world application.
That
It's
sounds so
amazing.
intriguing.
Yes, it's so intriguing to see even that, the young students of our day are thinking of these amazing inventions that could possibly help the future and
Save the world, the earth.
hopefully save the world. As, a person with a daughter myself, I hope that she is able to live in a world that is, much healthier than it is at the moment. Now, Do-yeong, let's talk about the winning team. Which team received the award and what kind of idea did they come up with?
Yes, all 10 finalist team received award presented by the Ministry of Science and ICT, Gyeongsangnam-do Province, the National Research Foundation of Korea, and the Korea Foundation for Science and Creativity. Among them, the Future STEM Leader Award from the ministry went to Grovengers, a team of youth from Brunei and Australia. Their project examined how mangrove forest can help mitigate coastal flooding and strengthening resilience against climate disasters. What truly distinguished them was not only the scientific rigor of their research, but also their outstanding ability to communicate and present their idea with a clarity and impact to APEC.
So that's Brunei and Australia, a team of different nationalities. I find this fact very interesting that you have not nations competing against other nations, but having these mixed nationalities in one team. So I guess there was a purpose for doing that. So what significance do you think this collaborative experience held for the youth of APEC member countries?
Yes, the most unique aspect of this conference was that in order to promote the joint research, all teams were formed as multi-economy teams. This approach itself was one of the event's greatest achievements. It gave the youth a valuable opportunity to share ideas, learn from each other, and grow together. In line with this year's theme of the conference, strengthening climate resilience for a prosperous and connected APEC, I believe this multi-economy collaboration clearly demonstrated how young people can contribute meaningfully to APEC's prosperity and connectivity.
I think in this way you even have more room for ideas.
Yes,
if you have these teams with these different nationalities.
Definitely, and obviously coming from Australia as well, I know the different climates in Australia as well. I've never been to Brunei, but I'm sure it's very different to Brunei as well. And I really would like to stress that this is not just a conference. This is, the future that we're talking about and the importance of this conference that you have, Do-yeong. So what opportunities might these innovative ideas lead to in the future? And also, are there any upcoming events being prepared at your center? And can you please share them with us?
Yes, the conference is not the end of their journey. Not only the 10 finalist teams, but also all research teams that achieve outcomes through joint research will have opportunity to publish in journals and engage in academic exchanges across APEC member economies. For the top team, we are connecting them to programs such as the Korea Foundation for Science and Creativity's R&E initiative so that they can present their findings from joint research at another international conference. And our center, AMGS, will continue to design follow-up programs that allow APEC youth researchers to reconnect and keep collaborating in the future. In fact, the next round of our program will start in October, so you can find more information on our website.
Oh, looking forward to that as well. Now, finally, Do-yeong, the APEC Economic Leaders meeting is just 2 months away. So what are your expectations for cooperation in the field of science and technology, and maybe also just other personal expectations you have from APEC?
Yes, at the upcoming APEC Leaders Summit, we hope that Korea, as this year's host economy, will highlight key agendas such as fostering youth talent development, encouraging international youth exchanges, and expanding cross-border STEM cooperation as a part of collective efforts to address regional challenges. As we saw through the Youth STEM Conference this year, when the future generation take the lead in scientific cooperation, it becomes a powerful force to sustainable prosperity in our region and in the world. This conference clearly demonstrated how young people can work together across economy to tackle real-world problems, and we believe it offers a strong example how APEC's vision can be realized through youth-driven science and technology cooperation. I also hope the summit will not only showcase Korea's leadership in the field, but more importantly, emphasize the need for all member economies to work together to achieve these shared goals.
Well, we also hope that everything that you mentioned will materialize. And I really have to say these kinds of events that are about the youth are very important because we never know who's going to become the next leader among these youth. They could become the next, economy minister, or because we talked about environment minister, or other officials in the future. So thank you very much, Do-yeong, for connecting with us today. And we wish you the best also with the upcoming events you have.
Thank you, Do-yeong.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter. As always, we're going to see you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.